rewind, baby.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Nyree, and today I'm going to show you guys on how to draw this. So it is rather simple and rather easy. Well, it kind of depends. If like you've been drawing all your life, it's going to be easy. But really the main focus here is just the hair, to be honest. Okay, so disclaimer. Throughout the video, I struggled so hard to keep my freaking phone in focus. So you're gonna see me pausing sometimes. I'm gonna try to cut out as much as I can. But the thing is, I'm sitting there talking while I'm sitting there struggling. Like, girl, what are you doing? But I just wanted to say that because you're gonna see it and it might get annoying. So honest, don't mind my nails, but yeah, don't mind my nails. Oh yeah, and don't mind my nails. They look so. Oh my god. Okay, this is my last time doing this. So okay, bye. Anyways, so yeah, basically all I'm going to show you guys is how to draw the hair, to be honest. And believe it or not, like, the thumbnail is not clickbait. I actually did use dollar store permanent markers. Like, it was like, bruh. I used these. I mainly used for this one and for upcoming projects. All I did was use one of, oops. I used one of these. Oh my gosh. I used one of these. I barely even used the color pencil now I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, no. I used a white color pencil out of these Staedtler's 24. So yeah, I used this one for just the highlight. And then I used a pencil. Obviously, it doesn't matter what pencil it is, no matter if it's mechanical or not. I used a black pen. I think it kind of depends if what you want, to be honest. But yeah, I used a black pen, and then I used a Sharpie. That's all I used, to be honest, with this whole entire look. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys on how to do that right now. Okay, so with the little thing that I'm going to create today, I'm not going to create the exact same girl. I actually think I'm going to create, like, this was going to have blue hair, but, like, I'm kind of struggling with, like, how I want, like, what positions and stuff like that I want her to have. So, yeah, don't mind my nails, but, so, basically, with any person at all, depending on what position you want them to be, I think we're going to have this person, and I'm just going to have it simple instead of having it how I'm thinking of having it, and roughly sketch a circle. So once you got that circle, you want to kind of figure out where you want her shoulders to be. So I want her shoulders to be about right here. And then the middle portion, you can put a little line in the middle if you want to, but I don't really need one. You're just going to create like a little curve, like so, on both sides. This is where her neck is. And then you're going to kind of just connect the lines. You want to gradually bring the connection between her neck and her shoulder out. Same thing on this side. If you want her to shrug, you can have the circles up higher. If you want to have her where she's, then you would have to create a circle. You have to make her head tilted over this way, and then have the circle connecting her jawline, and then this one more downward than upward. But I want her to just be facing frontward, so we're not going to really worry about any certain positions. I think the only dramatic thing I'm going to add to this is like her facial features and her hair, to be honest. So once you've gotten that, what you want to do next is you want to just get a gist of how you want the hair and where you want the hair to be. Or like, not the hair, where you want the hairline to be. Or not the hairline, her part. It's really tiny, but it just still gives the whole picture itself like a nice, more defined kind of look, sort of. So it looks more natural, like like that's her actual hair. So you kind of just want to figure out where you want the part to be. So I think I want the part to be about right here. So you can sketch out a little line. So I'm going to sketch out a little line. And just think of the part where, like, the part that has the most, like, space is going to be, like, the bang. And then the rest of this is just the rest of her hair. See, for this one, she's supposed to have a bang, and as you can tell, she does. So, like, her hair part is, like, about right here. Even though that looks like it's in the middle, I made this part of it, because it had more space, be her bang, and then this be the rest of her hair. So, however, where you put the part, it's still going to look natural if you do how I'm doing it. So basically, start off by just creating the flow of the hair. If you're not completely sure how you want the hair to, like, flow, you can just follow what I'm doing and then see how you like it later. So that's just the front of her bang. I want her hair to be nice and curly and pretty. Because it's going to be either blue or purple. I can't really decide. And then we're going to just do this part. Alright. So, I've gotten that. So I don't want that little line to be there anymore, so we're going to erase it. Because usually whenever I personally start one, this is how the part looks. So you can change it up a little bit, make that part, make this part of her hair more curly if you want to. You can have this. So yeah, so now I've gotten the gist of how I want her hair to look like. I kinda, at this part, I literally just skipped with this one. I literally just, like, created her eyebrow. You kinda, it's like from afar you can't really tell, but if you look up closely, I made her have, like, a little slit. But I just went ahead and did the eyes and the nose and the face, basically the whole entire face, and then I added her clothing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just do her clothes and do her face, and then I'll come right back. If you guys would like a video on how to, like, do facial features and how to draw clothes, then I'll make a separate video just for that. Just let me know in the comment box. But I'm gonna go ahead and do her face and her clothes, and I'll be right back. Right, so I went ahead and did her eyes, or her eyebrow, her eyes, and did her clothes and her face and stuff like that. And you might have noticed that I changed up her bang, because I had it all the way down here and then I had it curved up, and I realized that I wanted some highlight right here as well, but I covered it up by, like, adding that little portion right there, and I didn't really like it, so I just changed it up a little bit. You can always change, mix and match if you don't really like something. Just kind of do whatever you can to make it look as nice as possible before you start adding on the marker and everything like that, because that's the next step. So, actually the next step really is just to darken out the hair. So she looks kind of like a blonde girl to me. It's gonna be just this color pretty much. So actually, you might have to mix and match, because I don't really have a dark, this is like the only colored marker that I have, and this is going to be the same color as her hair, so I don't want those to be the same exact color, so I think I want to just have her shirt be a different color. They look nice together, so that's going to look really odd for a minute, but basically, all you're going to really do is start at the hairline, and just kind of flick backwards, like that, just to kind of create hairs. So now we're going to do this part. And then you can, if you want to, I added it on this one, but it's not really noticeable. but I added like little tiny hairs at the top, like where her hairline ends, or her part ends. So you can add that if you want to. I'm just gonna add like a little bit. And don't press too hard, especially if your paper is like super thin like mine. I suggest not to keep it like in one place at a long period of time. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let's let this focus. Okay, so I messed up on that one, but that's okay. I want you to be careful when you get hit to the clothes. You want to just kind of outline it. Because you're going to go over it with marker anyway if you do mess up, but still. I messed up really. Oh, crap. Okay, so I messed up a little bit on her skin. So. Alright. And then you're just going to fill it in. I like to really just do it like this. Go ahead and continue on, and then I'm going to go ahead and make sure. I'm going to go around the little parts that I made, especially this like little necklace. I might erase it and then add it over it. It kind of depends on how I'm going to do it. But basically just fill in the hair and the shirt. I just came back just to show you guys. So I completely covered like her hair. But make sure that when you're drawing, if like your paper is actually paper thin, like not paper thin, like super thin and it like bleeds through, make sure like you're like drawing on something hard that you don't want. This marker bleeds through, honey, because it's permanent marker. So just keep in mind of that. Alright, so I completely finished. This looks so cute already. So basically the next step is just to get your Sharpie and darken everything. Just outline everything. Okay, so I completely finished. So I forgot to add about the eyelashes. I kind of messed them up a little bit, but that is completely okay. So, make sure you also use a fine tip Sharpie, or you're going to have things where like things are too big and it's going to like look weird, really weird. So, now we're on the fun part. We're on the part where it's going to look like this, basically. Yeah. So, as you can see, some parts are dark, like black, and then so the rest are like red. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get our colored pencil, and then we're going to just kind of put where we want the highlights to be. And then we're also going to take the Sharpie and then cover up parts where we don't want the highlight to be. I'll explain later. So we're going to take our white colored pencil, and we're kind of just going to figure out really where we want our highlights to be. So it's really easy when you think about it, to be honest, because when you do curly hair, we have these little curves here. That's exactly where it curves at. That's where we want our highlight to be. And then in this portion, we want that to be, the highlight to be right there, and then a little bit right there, and then there, and then there. So like that around her neck, everything like that. So when you're doing straight hair, basically you would start from the part, and then you would go a little bit towards the bottom section of the straight hair. So, yeah. So basically, wherever there's curviness, you could say, that's where you want it. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to create lines right here. Alright, it's kind of unnoticeable, but trust me, it will look really noticeable later on. And then here you want to just kind of curve it too, since it's right by her neck. If there's any hair right by her neck, honey, do it just like that, especially if her hair is curly. And we want to just box around the highlight. So I'm going to just get closer. Now you don't want to get too close to the highlight, because of the next step I'll show you. Well, and then we're going to just do the same exact thing we did with the, and then have it like that. Definitely at the bottom of the hair, no matter if the highlight's there or not, you always want that to be black, completely black. And then this portion, this is just going to be a box right here. Go ahead and create yourself boxes of where there's mostly that color, and then fill it in with black. And then I'll come back and show you guys the next step. Okie dokie, so I went ahead and, trying to bring this here, but I went ahead and made my parts, or my portions or whatever, basically just covered up where most of the blue was, or in your case, whatever color you have. So, here's the fun part. So this part is rather simple as well. So basically, what you're going to do is use the black pen and kind of blend the marker and the color together. So, you're just going to go back and forth like this. I'm trying to brighten this so you guys can see. So you're just going to go back and forth, back and forth. It's going to look like that. So, this is the part where my phone decided to stop recording on me and just pile up on space. So, basically just do the exact same thing I was showing you right there. When you get done with that one side, go ahead and do the other side, and do not like go too close to the middle, but stay like, just kind of make sure the middle is shown pretty much. And just keep doing that on all of them, and even in like the parts that are smaller, just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Make sure that this middle part is shown. And when you're done with that part, you can go over with the colored pencil, the white colored pencil, and make it lighter, and so on and so forth. So then I'm going to show you guys in the next clip on how I color the skin. So at this point, it's really self-explanatory. Just literally follow what I'm doing.
Why you ain't say you was getting bored? Why you ain't say I was falling short? How you leave me out so far?
So then you want to get some red and put it on her nose and her cheeks just to add some blush, and then get a darker shade and kind of just go on the outline of her bang, and then do the same thing on her shirt. And yeah, so this is the final result.
How could it be 20 something all alone, still not a thing in my name?
Alright, so at this point you could add some red to her lips as well to add more definition, I guess. And you could outline her whole body with a color. It doesn't matter what color it is. So yeah, I hope you guys liked that video. Give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to me if you'd like to see more videos by me, Mari. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. Yeah, peace.
You never